Hi everybody, and welcome back to Alice Magnus Returns. Last time, Alice realised that Dr. Bumby was the man behind the murder. The murder of her parents, the fire, and of course the murder of Lizzie.
You oozing sore of depravity! Children wearing their names around their necks as if they're breeding livestock!
A declaration of their pedigree. You could use one. They're proud to display their provenance.
You brute! They can't remember who they are or where they're from. How many minds have you twisted into forgetfulness?
Not enough. Yours would have been a triumph. Still, you're an insane wreck. My work is done.
Or so he thinks. The infernal train. The last leg of our journey.
Hatter, I must stop this infernal train and the evil force that drives it.
Everything's a nail, is it, Miss Hammerhead? First it was your search, freighted with fear and fragmented memories. Now it's the train. Never time for tea. While your brain's on holiday, we're ruined. Now we're all mad here, and that's a good excuse for going to hell in a teapot, but not for forgetting what your senses saw. Forgetting is just forgetting, except when it's not. Then they call it something else. I'd like to forget what you did. I've tried, but I can't.
You've used me and abused me, but you will not destroy me.
No, the damage is done. The old Alice and her Wonderland retreat are demolished. You can't even recognize what's happened, and you're powerless to change it or move against me. I've made certain of that. Come to receive your punishment, then?
I know I'm guilty of something, but punishment never suits the victims of the crime.
Abuse is a crime the strong visit on the weak. You're right, abusers are insufficiently punished for the damage they do. Those who witness abuse without seeking retribution for the harmed pay a penalty. Your own pain mitigates your failure to act earlier, but you may not yet have paid enough for witnessing the pain of others.
You corrupted my memories, but you failed to make me forget.
I could have made you into a tasty bit. Clients out the door waiting for a piece from a raving, delusional beauty with no memory of the past or no sense of the future. But you wouldn't forget. You insisted on holding on to your fantasies. You're mad, like your sister.
Don't speak of her. You didn't know her.
Your sister was a tease, pretended to despise me. She got what she wanted in the end.
My Lizzie, what is this train's destination?
Madness and destruction. You shouldn't ask questions you know the answer to. It's not polite. And that noise wasn't Lizzie talking in her sleep.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Lizzie.
And there are no centaurs in Oxford. Make your survival mean something, or we are all doomed!
Right, here we go.
The past must be paid for.
So, he has 3 phases. Got phase 1 with the left hand. Why did I dodge into that? That's just silly.
Could you kill a fly?
Bit of a cheap shot there from that one.
The cost of forgetting is high.
Phase 2, right hand. Pretty similar to the left hand, to be honest. Obviously has its own variations of attacks. Has this running on fingers thing instead of the scraping thing, which honestly is easier to avoid. Try and avoid that, but I didn't do it very well. Alright. Phase 3 is both hands. Accompanied by the man himself. So we just have to avoid the onslaught of both the hands. By onslaught I just mean the grabby grabby. Which I did not do just then.
Absurd.
Focus is disgusting all the time when it comes down. crystals on the ground making this more difficult than it needs to be.
Ineffectual touch.
And get wrecked. Boom!
I'll see you charged. In prison, some half-wit bruiser will make you his sweetheart, and then you'll hang.
Indeed. A hysterical woman, former lunatic, roaring outrageous accusations against a respectable social architect and scientist. My God, Alice, who would believe you? I scarcely believe it myself.
You, monstrous creature. Such evil will be punished.
By whom? By what? Psychotic, silly bitch. Your madness will be punished. Now leave. I'm expecting your replacement.
Squish. I love that ending. I mean, you know, murder, fine, but the fact that Alice unlocks herself, a Wonderland self, I suppose, and just flat out gives that little slime ball what he deserves.
Ah, Alice, we can't go home again. No surprise, really. Only a very few find the way, and most of them don't recognize it when they do. Delusions, too, die hard. Only the savage regard the endurance of pain as the measure of worth. Forgetting pain is convenient, remembering it agonizing. But recovering the truth is worth the suffering, and our Wonderland, though damaged, is safe in memory for now.
Whew. So, I'm going to tell you now, these credits are about 15 minutes long, and there's nothing at the end of them, and like the music cuts off pretty quick as well, so we're just going to the main chapter screen. We did well. I was actually at 83 memories, but then of course we found that one that I didn't find previously. Alice Madness Returns. Compared to Alice 1, it's such a jump forward in gameplay quality, it's ridiculous. There were a couple of crashes, which I was more and more surprised about. They all seem to come in the late game. So I guess, I don't know, they just slip through a crack. Story-wise, it's really nice to see Alice get her little bit of vengeance in, quite honestly, this like the coolest way possible. Just unlocking her Wonderland form in the real world. Just booting him off a platform like a piece of trash that he was. as for what's next, obviously Alice 3 isn't out yet, but I've got a couple of ideas for projects. I'm going to have a little think of which one I want to do, and hopefully I will have that one up the day after this one. So as always, thanks for watching. I'm glad this one went a lot smoother than the last one did. And I will see you guys for whatever we can slot in between now and September, when Dragon Quest XI and Tomb Raider come along. That is going to be a busy month. Alright, I'll see you guys then.